Alright, so in the welcome it says get familiar with the module structure. So here's a quick tour of the module structure. Um, Now you'll only see to begin with module 1 here, but notice there's module 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you will have those. Other links, so these are each of the modules for each chapter of the text. Over here are other more general things, like syllabus, textbook, discussion board, uh, instructor, calculator link, Sage Math, some how-to guides, and so forth. So um, we'll go to Module 1, and this says to instructor. You won't see that. That's truly just for the instructor. But each module will start out with a little elevator pitch, like this first module, and it's meant to be something quick. So by quick, right? This right here it says, this video is 22 minutes long. Well, see, so that's not the point. Watching the video here is not the point. The elevator pitch, the real lesson is that if you look at the title, right, it's calculus, understanding calculus in 10 minutes, but it's 22 minutes long. Think about it, okay? And that goes to the elevator pitch of do not underestimate what it takes to internalize this stuff. And right there is a great example. It's they've even titled the video this way, and it takes twice as long to do it. Okay, so think about that really, really hard. But that's the elevator pitch each time is supposed to be something pretty quick. Again, so here the point is that it's not to watch the video, it's to realize what just happened here. Okay. Then there will be learning objectives for each module, and then the tasks. That's pretty important. It just, as you go through and make sure you check off and do each of these things. This first one, it mentions the things that are deliverable and how many points they are, and so that helps remind you what's going on. Then there's a prelude, which is a little longer than the elevator pitch. Again, it's to kind of just get you introduced to the idea of the module or some aspect of calculus that kind of fits with the module. And so take a look at that. Then very important, the instructional content. If we click on that, I'll open it in another tab here. So for chapter P, we're doing sections 2, 3, and 4. And so here, notice there are links to all these different videos. Quite a few of them here. Plus we have class, and so there's hopefully plenty of support here for the instruction. And then after the instructional content, there's homework, so you can kind of go back and forth, look at P2, look at that content, work on the exercises there, and keep going back and forth. That's one nice thing about online stuff. Then for the homework submissions, here's a folder. So right after the homework is homework submissions. If I click on that, I'm using the mouse wheel, so it's opening in another tab. So there were 3 homework due dates. There are 3 homework uploads, and So the idea is you'll do your homework very legibly and clearly. That's mostly to get into practice for quizzes and exams. You'll make a PDF document of it, and if you just click the upload, you're taken here. Notice it's just 1 point. That's to keep points from getting out of hand within Blackboard. And all you do, you see it says write submission. No, don't write anything, nothing. No, don't do it. Attach a file, browse local files, attach your PDF, not a Word document, not a JPEG, a PDF. Okay, and that's what you attach. There is a spot for also some comments. Unless you have something that's really, really important that can only go in here, don't worry about comments. Email me, stop by my office, catch me before or after class, whatever. But that's how you will turn in quizzes and homeworks, is the same way you browse local files. Now, it's possible you'll have a quiz that's an online quiz, but right now I'm kind of leaning toward doing everything this way. Okay, so that would be the upload for each one, and notice it's last name, first name, and then the homework in module 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, and so forth. So just a little easier to keep track of. All right, so that's the homework. There's also the module discussions. This first week, your initial submission for the discussion is due on Thursday at midnight, about at 11:59 p.m. on Thursday. And so here's the description. Now, if I'm the first one to do this and I click on that module discussion, I'll go there and possibly get a little confused because it'll say no items found. Okay, well, all I need to do is create a thread to answer the question. And when I go to create the thread, I do see the description there, so that can help me out with the prompt. And so that's one way to go. Another way that actually I suggest, just because you can see the description again, is instead of using that link, I suggest you go here to the discussion board. Where is it? Discussion board, and you can click on that and get your discussions. So mine starts here with module 8, but you can't see that yet. Yours will start with module 1. But the newest discussion will always be the first one on the discussion board. So, any way you want to get there, but you will do that discussion. And on that discussion, let me also, now that I think about it, on that discussion, when you reply and create a thread, I have, you'll put a subject here. Probably put your name. That way we can tell whose is whose quite easily. When you type it in, let's see, let me move here. Notice it does have a word count down here. So right now it's 0 words. If you were to start typing, all right, these are very long words, but hey, 4 words. So it will give you a word count. You're definitely encouraged to add images. That's fine. Now they say a picture is worth 1,000 words, but no, it's worth 0 words. Put in your 250 words. I will often ask you to toss in a reference, a link, if it's online, that kind of thing. That doesn't really count toward your word count. But again, if you have 200 words, you're probably fine. If you have 300 words, you're probably fine. If you have 100 words, no, you're not fine. If you have 500 words, you're not fine. And so I'll cancel that. But you've got a nice word count there. And I've turned off the ability to attach files. Some people in the past have written something in Word and then just attach the Word file. No, that's a pain in the butt. Don't do that. You can type it in Word first if you want, but then copy and paste into the editor. Okay, it just works much better. People can see what's going on, and at times people have lost points because whatever they used, maybe it wasn't Word, it was something else, we couldn't open. Well, if we can't open it, it's not there. And so just use the editor and get used to doing it that way. So that's the discussion. Now, in later modules, there should be yet another block here that is the project. It's not in this first module, but that will be there. And it will have, you'll click that folder and it will have instructions and so forth. And then here's quiz resources. So if I click that, so here's, you won't always have these interactive links, but so if I click that, here's some practice, recognizing composition of functions. So you can just work on this and so here, this exercise, what the heck does this say? Oh, and typeset. Sometimes it takes a while to get typeset. It says please be patient with the typesetting. Choose the functions f of x and g of x such that this function can be written as f of g of x. And see, so here I choose f of x as the outside and the inside function. Well, the inside function looks to be absolute value, so I can click that. And then the outside function looks to be minus 5x plus 4. And then I can check my answer. Hey, I'm correct. I can show the solution, so it says the outside function is this, the inside function is that. And I can say, okay, give me another one, and so on. And I've got a few different interactive practices there. So, that's a nice thing. I don't have it for all sorts of problems, but I do have it for a few. And this transformation one's actually pretty darn tricky, so that might be a nice one to definitely work on. See how that goes for you. So that's the interactive links, and then I'll have, I think in almost all cases, we'll probably do hard copy things you'll take pictures of and upload them. So the first attempt on the quiz will be attached here. Notice it says here the attachment is not active yet, but it will be attached here and you'll be able to upload here, and the upload works the same way. If I click on this, all right, I get this thing and write a submission. No, just attach your file. And so that's how the first attempt will work. You'll get that in on a Sunday, and then I will grade it hopefully very, very quickly, get it back to you, and then within 24 hours you'll upload a second attempt. You'll be given the link or an attachment or whatever to the second attempt with your, when you get your results. So that's how you'll do your second attempt, but then you'll just upload it the same sort of way and all that. So that's the quiz. So that's the module structure of pretty much every single module. Now, some modules, 3 of the modules at some point will have an exam associated with them, and so that will also be in there. So, you know, you pretty much though, you just want to, you know, when you get into each module, you know, take a look at what tasks are there, what are the deliverable items that have points attached to them. Make sure you do those, and you should be in great shape. And as I've mentioned many, many times now, if you have any questions, please ask. Don't wait to ask them. You have a question, email me. Sometimes I get emails that say, you know, oh, I've got this dire question, and then I'll get an email, you know, before I can even get to it. There's, you know, a second email, maybe 10 minutes later or something, and the person says, oh, wait, I got it. I'm fine. Fine, that's okay. You know, I don't mind. That happens to me. I have questions, and you know, I think, gosh, I don't know what's going on there, and you know, I might go to ask somebody that question, or I might not have anybody to ask, and so I'll have to go try to figure it out myself. But before I do that, you know, all of a sudden I kind of think, oh wait, yeah, I know that one, and you know, I know what's going on there, and so okay, I've gotten an answer. No big deal. It does not hurt to ask questions. Okay, that's my big thing in this class this semester. You need to ask questions. That is how you're going to learn. But there's the task structure, and there you go.